if you don't want to speak to the question of whether or not Assad actually gassed his own people or not, then how is it that we want to listen to you espousing Tulsi Gabbard is in Assad's pocket, a puppet? Considering that he had no predicament that would have caused him to gas his own tribe when he was winning at the time. He might not have won, but at the time he was winning. So why do you need, why would I need to listen to somebody talking about a puppet who can't even answer the question if Assad gassed his own people or not? Like, it isn't enough for them that they have Trump in their pocket. Like, it's not enough for them that Trump can repeat that fucking false talking point narrative, whatever. Like, you got him to say it to this day. He is mouthing your narrative. He is carrying your motherfucking narrative. Isn't that enough? What else do you need? To fucking LARP and fucking arbitrary, like, what use is it to quandary about if someone is a puppet if you can't even fucking answer the question if he's guilty of that or not? Why you gotta lie? I mean, I know he didn't do that shit. You know, it was CIA and Turkish proxies. Duh. The fuck? So, isn't it some chicken shit then to just be like, oh, Tulsi Gabbard is just in his pocket? He don't appear to have anybody in his pocket. He don't seem like, I mean, okay, he's a tin horn or whatever. He's not a dictator because he didn't want to be the leader. He wanted to study dentistry. He wanted to be an oral surgeon or something like that. He was studying some kind of like, and his brother was killed. So that was an inconvenience for him because it wasn't even his passion. So, but, you know, he's, you know, he's still a motherfucking leader of a backwater country. Even in Syria is backwater. Countries like that, it doesn't matter if you can't be a nice leader. You can't even have that. Like, you're gonna be some, you're gonna be a, what's it called? Overlord. You're gonna be like an overlord and shit. It's not gonna be fair. But we already know that shit. And we didn't care if it was fair when we proliferated the conflict in the Ukraine. So you don't want no ties to it, I understand. You don't want it to connect back. Then why do you take up their motherfucking talking points? Then if you don't want that shit to come back on you, why do you carry their talking points? I mean, think about it. Like, you have to get your consensus from somebody who micromanages and gatekeeps this whole discovery of any information regarding this shit. They're gatekeeping it. They're making their alternations to the narrative before you get it, because it's a super important, like the Trotskyists, or like this is like they're not totalitarian, but they believe that, maybe 4 or 5 different small power families or something should split all the power, and they're willing to fabricate as necessary, because they gonna split the power up, from just have one to just a few, which is like not that much better, but they're willing to facilitate a noble lie to manifest what they need to see happen. So fucking go choke on that shit. Gak, 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 gak. The global homo, the fucking goo goblin. Go fucking gobble goo with the goo goblins. Because you're too coward. You don't even want to answer a question, or even, and they don't even want to, they don't even want to address it. But you're gonna run and fucking harass Tulsi Gabbard though, like some little bitch. It's like the American people is your father, and he said no, and you just snuck around and asked mom, which it's gonna piss some chicken shit. I'm not gonna even address whether or not Putin lives in a bubble. Then I'm not even gonna address whether or not Tulsi Gabbard is a puppet or not. Because, bitch, I asked you a question, simple ass question, and you fucking I don't know what do you call it? Like they overproof themselves so that they look big, and then they want to come back around and try and intimidate, to try to cuck people that are not like Trump, who did not mouth the narrative. Trump did Assad gas his own people or not? Was it Turkish proxies in the CIA? You could fire the CIA. No, Trump can't fire the CIA. No. Who the fuck is that? Because those are those fucking overblown people that are fucking acting like your dad or something like that. You gotta tell them, stop fucking with Tulsi Gabbard. Stop running around and asking your mom shit. You already said no.